इंस्टॉल कर लेंगे और PIP के बाद PIP इंस्टॉल जुपिटर लैब आप इंस्टॉल कर लेंगे और उसके बाद रन करना है तो हम क्या करेंगे जुपिटर स्पेस लैब, तो आपकी जो जुपिटर लैब है वो इंस्टॉल हो जाएगी। आपको इंस्टीड पूरा एनाकोंडा इंस्टॉल करना नहीं पड़ेगा। फायदा ये है कि आपके अगर सिस्टम के रिक्वायरमेंट कम है तो आपका सिस्टम इजीली इंस्टॉल हो जाएगा। पर इसके साथ एक दिक्कत है कि हमको यहाँ पर फिर जैसे हर लाइब्रेरी जैसे पांडा है जैसे नमपा है तो हर बार हमको इंस्टॉल करना पड़ेगा, तो आपको हर बार कमांड लिखनी पड़ेगी PIP इंस्टॉल पांडास, PIP इंस्टॉल नमपा। इंस्टेड आपके पास जो कोंडा, दिस इज एनाकोंडा द वर्जन दिस इज, तो उस एनाकोंडा में आपको सारी लाइब्रेरीज बाय डिफॉल्ट मिल जाती हैं, तो मेहनत करने की जरूरत नहीं है। अगर आपका सिस्टम बहुत अच्छा है तो आप एनाकोंडा इंस्टॉल करें, अदरवाइज आपका सिस्टम पुराना है या उसमें दिक्कत आती है तो सिंपली आप PIP इंस्टॉल कर लें और PIP इंस्टॉल करने के बाद PIP से आप इंस्टॉल जुपिटर लैब। आपने एनाकोंडा खोला होगा तो एनाकोंडा में आपको दो चीजें दिखी होंगी, फर्स्ट इज नोटबुक एंड सेकंड वन इज जुपिटर लैब। सो नोटबुक तो यूजुअली जो हर पार्ट में आता है वही हमारा जुपिटर नोटबुक है, सॉरी नोटबुक ही, जैसे ये नोटबुक आपको दिख रहा है। फाइन, अब जुपिटर लैब क्या होता है? जुपिटर लैब उसके साथ उस नोटबुक के साथ हमको IDE प्रोवाइड करता है, तो एक एडिशनल फीचर्स हमको मिल जाता है। जो जो चीजें नोटबुक में है वो सारी हमको जुपिटर नोटबुक में मिलेगी। इन एडिशन टू दैट जुपिटर ने आपको IDE प्रोवाइड करा है, तो आपका इंटरेक्शन ज्यादा बेटर होता है। तो इधर आप या तो नोटबुक यूज करें, जैसे मैं यहाँ पे सिंपल नोटबुक यूज कर रहा हूँ, या फिर जुपिटर लैब ले लें तो वो थोड़ा सा इजीली रहेगा। फाइन, सो शेल आई स्टार्ट? सब लोग आ गए होंगे?
यस सर।
फाइन, ओके फाइन। सो अभी तक मैंने जो पढ़ाया उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं होगी? नहीं, ओके फाइन। सो हम लास्ट क्लास में हमने स्ट्रिंग रिवर्स पर थे, अब हम बात करते हैं लिस्ट जो है हमने जो रिवर्स करी थी, ये हमारे पास जो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट लिस्ट अवेलेबल थी, और अब उन पे हम सॉर्टिंग की बात करते हैं। सो लेट्स से मेरे पास एक स्ट्रिंग थी, दैट्स से x इक्वल्स टू 1 2 3 4 5 6, सो दिस इज माय लिस्ट। अब इस लिस्ट को मैं मान लो यही बना लेता हूँ वापस, x इक्वल्स टू दिस इज 1 2 3 4 6, एंड अब मेरे को उसको रिवर्स करना है। नाउ जैसे हमारा पॉप फंक्शन था जो वैल्यू रिटर्न करता था, ये x डॉट सॉर्ट जो है हमारी वैल्यू रिटर्न नहीं करता, इसका रिटर्न टाइप हमेशा वॉइड रहता है, तो ये ऑटोमेटिकली इस लिस्ट को अपडेट कर देता है। दिस इज रिवर्स ऑर्डर में, सॉरी असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में, एंड देन आपको जब इसको यूज करना है तो अगेन x में वो स्टोर हो जाता है। दिस इज x इक्वल्स टू x डॉट स्टोर, तो रिटर्न कुछ नहीं होता। नाउ आई एम जस्ट रनिंग, सो हमारे पास आउटपुट इज अगेन, लेट्स से कितना टाइम लेता है, आई सपोज इसको टाइम कम लेना चाहिए। मीनवाइल, सो दिस इज x इक्वल्स टू 6 245 4 6, so y equals to x dot sort, so this is again a result 1 2 3 4 5 6। now मेरे पास again एक लिस्ट है 6 2 45 4 5 6, then y equals to x dot sort। तो अगर मैं ये चलाऊंगा ना तो ये y को प्रिंट करवाऊंगा तो ये कुछ रिजल्ट देगा नहीं। क्यों? क्योंकि x जो है, x डॉट सॉर्ट जो है वो हमारे पास कोई भी वैल्यू रिटर्न नहीं करता, तो जब वैल्यू रिटर्न नहीं करता तो इसका आउटपुट हमेशा नन आता है, बिकॉज रिटर्न टाइप ऑफ दिस x डॉट सॉरी सॉर्ट फंक्शन इज null or void। Fine, now if you need an unsorted copy, so this is my x equals to 6 245, and then I want to need an unsorted copy, so just make a copy, so y equals to x dot copy. Here this copy functions returns a list, while the sort function will not return a list, so I'm just copying into y, so I get the y as this copy, another alias is another alias, not the same memory location, and then I call y dot sort, so I'll get a sorted copy of x into y। so if you want a sorted copy and want to remain the original as usual, so what you can do is that first copy that into y, then sort it, so you'll get sort function. Then in order to get the reverse sorted, what you can do is that again you can call let's say this is my function, then what I try to do is that I'll just want to reverse it in the reverse direction, so this is reverse y dot reverse जो हमने यहाँ पे देखा था, so this is a reversed, so I'm just going for the this reverse function x dot reverse. So here, sorry, y dot reverse, and I am again printing. So it will give in opposite direction. So this is in descending order. So 45, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 2. Fine. Then to get a return list, so what we can do is, and we have to call sorted x. So this is equals to y equals to sorted x. So this will return the sorted list. Well, sort function doesn't return anything, while sorted function results a sorted list. While a sort function is used by object name, or that object name dot then sort function. In sorted function, uh, you just provide a parameter over here in the sorted function. So just the use is just different from the sort function. So this is our sort function. So this is our sort function. So this is object name dot sort. While in case of sorted, you just call the sorted function and then provide a parameter x into this, or any parameter or any list in this list. So the usage is that it doesn't return anything, while this sorted function returns a list. Similar case, you are having y dot reverse, so it doesn't reverse, it doesn't return any list, while it reverses your whole list but doesn't return anything. While the sorted function, sorry, the reverse function.
सर वॉइस बंद हो गई.
Okay, so this is just a difference between sorted and sort. So am I audible this time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
fine. So we have two different functions. First is sort and sorted, and we are having a reverse and reverse function. So this is the difference between sorted and sort, and reverse function. Then we are having again a list. So we have sorted all those. Now this function sorted Python. So I want to sort this. So it will return a list, and we can iterate through this. So our sorting order is A to Z, capital A to Z, then small a to Z. So this is a sorted list. So we can do is this P Y. So this Python will be sorted as P. So because this is a capital letter, so it comes first. Then we are having H, then N, then O, then T and Y. So this is our sorted list. And what about then descending? So we can go for just a reverse function. So when we apply a reverse function, then we'll get the reverse sorted list. Fine. Now going for the advanced
Sir?
sorting. हाँ
सर कैन वी
बोलो.
चेंज द ऑर्डर? अपन
Yeah,
ऑर्डर चेंज कर सकते हैं अपन इसका?
ascending से descending ना.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, I can change. So what can I do is that, let's say again I'm calling the sorted list. So I'm just using reversed then sorted. So अभी मेरे पास ascending में था, अब मैं इसको descending में print करवा सकता हूँ. Okay, fine. So
Yes, sir.
ये मेरी list iteration, ये data type दे रहा है. So what can I do is that sorted is, this is my list, and then what we can do is let's say x equals to sorted, then we'll print this x, then let's say we sorted into y equals to reversed, then we are having y, then we'll print y. So this will return a reverse list. एक minute. list reverse iterator. So it will give a iterator list over here. So to print this, we can do is for I n y, then print I.
Sir,
हाँ
sir, sir, it
हाँ
should
बोलो.
be y is equal to sir, it should be y is equal to reversed x, I think.
एक मिनट x dot sir. Yeah, we can do another thing. So it is an iterative list. So we can say that y dot reverse. Then print y. Yeah, this is again this reverse. एक मिनट reverse function की spelling गलत है क्या? Y dot reverse R E Y R E V E R. I see this is fine. Just a minute. This is x dot reverse and we got x. So it will print in the reverse order here. So this is the reverse order. So this is the sorted list and this is again a reverse order list. So we can combine this sorted and sort function so get a reverse order list. Then we are going for advanced sorting. So we are having two parameters available. First is the key and second one is the reverse. What we can do is we can apply a reverse function here. So it will give in the reverse order. So let's say I am in a list that contains some strings. So this is first string, second string, third, fourth and fifth string. So what I want to sort it by, so I want to sort it by the length of their string. So we are having a length, this is a length 3, then length 4, then comes this and this and this. So we can sort by their length. So when apply x dot sort, then passing the parameter key equals to length. So we are having a list that is sorted by their length. Then when we are applying by this function, this is just an reversing order. So we can use that sort x dot sort and using the function reverse equals to 2. So when we are applying reverse equals to 2, so we get the reverse order list. So we are having different options available. Either you can merge reverse and sort two functions, or you can supply a parameter reverse equals to 2. So it will provide the reverse order list or descending order list. Fine.
सर
Yeah.
सर वो की क्या है, की का मतलब क्या हुआ?
These are the two parameters. इस जो सॉर्ट फंक्शन है ये दो पैरामीटर यूज करता है. तो फर्स्ट पैरामीटर इज दैट की इक्वल्स टू की. सो की मतलब किस चीज पर वो यूज करेगा. तो पहला पैरामीटर अगर हमने की लिया है, हमें नाम है, दिस इज की इक्वल्स टू लेंथ. सो वी आर गोइंग फॉर द लेंथ. सो वी आर सॉर्टिंग इट बाय द लेंथ. सो it use two parameters. So first parameter is key. So when we are providing key equals to length, it means that it will sort it by the length of their length of these strings. So we are having different, yeah. And this is by again by this is ascending or descending. So we'll provide a reverse. So it will when we are when we don't put reverse equals to, or we can say that reverse equals to false. So by default it is reverse equals to false. And if we want to go for the reverse order, so then we can provide a parameter reverse equals to 2, or we set that reverse parameter a reverse bool equals to true. So it will sort it by in the reverse order. Then till now we had covered the list. So this list are mutables. That it means that we can update our list on the dynamic. That is हमने जब एक बार लिस्ट बना दी है, उसके बाद हम उसमें वैल्यूज ऐड कर सकते हैं, अपडेट कर सकते हैं, डिलीट कर सकते हैं, अपेंड कर सकते हैं. फाइन. Now we are having the another thing which is known as tuples. So tuples are also in sequences. So these sequences are immutable. So when there are two options provided by the Python developer, one is a mutable sequence and another one is immutable sequence. So in this case, immutable sequence, that means you can't change anything. So in the case of list, it will be represented as a square bracket, while in case of tuple, what you can do is that it is represented by some this parenthesis. So So this 1 2 3 is again a tuple. We don't have to write anything that is x equals to 1 2 3. So we can do is as a it as a 1 2 3. So it will return a tuple here. Or we can use a small bracket over here. So it will also return tuple here. So difference between a list and tuple is that, so in case of list you are having a square bracket, in case of tuple you are having a parenthesis over here. So these are mutable, we can change it, and these are immutable, so that we can't change them. Now comes the empty tuple. So yes, provide same as the case of your list. So just provide some empty parenthesis, so it will return your empty tuple. So this is our empty tuple. Now by default, if I am providing 42, it means that this is a tuple that contains only a number that is 42. So it is a tuple. When I'm not writing this bracket open, so parenthesis open and parenthesis close, by default it isn't tuple. Why? Because this is a constant, we can't change the value of 42. So this is by default a tuple. Now, but this is an incorrect way. What we can do is that we have to at least need 2 items to create a list, to create a tuple or any sequence. So we'll provide 42 comma 0 or any number. So the correct way is that you should provide at least 2 items in the tuple. Otherwise you can use it as an just a constant value, like as a 42 or 34. So the correct idea, or the some we can say that uh, the good usage is that we have to provide at least 2 parameters to create any sequence, that is tuple or a list. So this is a sequence. So either we can use as 42 comma 0, so 42 comma null. So again this is a list, so which contains 42 and the another item is none. So this is are the good usage you try to use in these scenarios. Then what is the difference between a parenthesis and a tuple? Fine. So let's say while we are using many times, this is a parenthesis as a parenthesis for tuples as well as parenthesis as a bracket. So in case of parenthesis, let's say this is x equals to 3 into 40 plus 2. So it means that it is an bracket. It is a bracket. So it will return 42 plus 40 plus 2. This is 42 into 3. So it will return 126, the 142, okay, 126. So it is an parenthesis. While I said that the good usage of tuple is while you are having only a single item, what you can do is that you will provide 40 plus 2, then use a single comma. So this is 3 into 42. So it will return 42 42 42. So this is the difference between a parenthesis and this is a tuple. So the usage is different. So if you are having a single item in your tuple, what you can do is that you will provide a single comma over here, so it will represent a tuple. Otherwise it will it is been considered as a single parenthesis. So only the mathematical expressions are evaluated on this parenthesis. So this is the difference between parenthesis and tuple. Then we are having different functions. So we are having some different functions available here. So this is a tuple. So this is a list. This is a list 1 2 3, because we are providing it as an in the square bracket. So what we want to do is we want to convert this tuple this list into tuple. So we'll use a tuple function that is similar to the list function. So let's say we are having a string, then we want to convert it into list. So we'll use a list function that is parameterized by any string. So it will convert that string into a parameter into a list. Similarly, this list will be converted into a tuple. So our first function returns a tuple. This is 1 2 and 3. Then again similar case, that is the case of list. So what we used here list function to convert uh, it into list. So similarly we can use a tuple function to convert this string into a tuple. Then we are having again a tuple, so this tuple will be by default a tuple, so this is in sequence, so this remains a tuple. So when you apply a tuple function over tuple, so it will return also always a tuple. Now another way to create a tuple is that x equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and then printing x, so it will return a tuple, that is x 1 comma 2 comma 3. There is a slight difference between that. You can assign multiple values in a single statement. Let's say this is x comma y equals to 1 comma 2. So I like to print uh, x and I like to print uh, y, so it will return 1 and 2. Fine. So if you want to apply a swapping function, that is I like to change the value of x and y, so we can do it in a single usage. So what we can do is that we can put y equals to x equals to x equals to y, so it will print, it will swap your values, that is x equals to 2 and y equals to 1. So this is a simpler usage, while in case of C++, you are having, you have to create a big program or a big function that swap value, that you have to create a temporary variable, then put it into x, and then lots of assignment over there. But we can go for a simple assignment here, so it will swap your values, so you can assign multiple values in a single statement or using a single equals to statement, so it will return x comma y equals to y 1 equals to 2. So any problem till now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So we are having different functions available with the sequence. So one function is the length of sequence. So the length of sequence, length of sequence will return the length of sequence. So let's say I'm having a sequence. Let's say I'll describe x equals to again I'm using tuple 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Then what I'm trying to do is I'm printing the length, so it will return the length of your uh, return the length of x, so it will return the length of x. Oh, sorry, so it will return the, it will return the length of x. So we, and this tuple contains the 6 items, and similarly in the max function, then minimum function, then a reverse function, sorted function, and the tuple functions. So ये हमने list के साथ ही सारे function देखे ही थे. Again, so list के साथ ही सारे function देखे थे. Similar usage with the tuple. So I like, if I want to convert this list into this tuple into list, so what we can do is that we can apply list over x and then print x. So again this is a tuple. No, this isn't tuple, it is not converted into a tuple. Next third is let's say we are going for
सर
हाँ
सर अगर
बोलो.
हमारे पास टपल्स में बहुत सारे स्ट्रिंग्स होंगे तो उनको भी प्रिंट करेगा क्या सर ये?
टपल्स में बहुत सारे स्ट्रिंग होंगे, एक एग्जांपल बोलो मेरे को. लेट्स से x इक्वल्स टू, हाँ बोलो टपल. लेट्स से मैंने डिफाइन करा दिस इज एबीसी, बहुत सारे स्ट्रिंग्स बोल रहे हो ना आप?
हाँ हाँ सर.
चलो ये हो गए मेरे पास बहुत सारे स्ट्रिंग्स सी डी ई एफ, और बोलो एक और डाल देते हैं ए बी सी डी ई एफ जी. चलो बहुत है, इतना सफिशिएंट है.
यस सर.
ओके, बोले आगे क्या करना है?
नहीं सर, तो ये इनको भी उसी वे में प्रिंट करेगा क्या सर?
हाँ ये तो उसी तरह प्रिंट करेगा ना. ये प्रिंट कर दिया हमने x, तो टपल ही आएगा ना.
ओके.
ये रहा, ये आपके पास टपल है. हम लिस्ट बनाते तो लिस्ट में यहाँ पर वो लिस्ट इक्वल्स टू, यहाँ पे स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट होता. सो दिस आर द डिफरेंट आइटम्स. अगर हमको इसको लूप में इटरेट करना है तो मैं फॉर लूप जब पढ़ाऊंगा तो हम इसको इटरेट करना सीखेंगे. लेट्स से दिस इज फॉर लूप फॉर I in x, then we to use column, then print I. So we are having a list of items available. This is A, B, C, B, C, D, 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 and A, B, C, D, F. Fine. So now we are
सर
going
अगर
for,
हमने
हाँ,
सर ये जो इनके अंदर हमने स्ट्रिंग्स लिखे हैं तो
हम्म,
ये अगर हम लेंथ का जो फंक्शन इस्तेमाल करेंगे इसमें प्रॉपर तो वो इनकी के अंदर जितने एलिमेंट्स है वो बताएगा या स्ट्रिंग के अंदर जितने एलिमेंट्स है वो तक भी
इस
बताएगा?
लिस्ट की ये जो लेंथ है ना, दिस इज लेंथ ऑफ एक्स, तो इट विल रिटर्न 1 2 3 4, क्योंकि इसमें 4 आइटम्स हैं।
ओके
ये 4 आइटम्स है। अगर मेरे को मान लीजिए इस आइटम की लेंथ चाहिए होती, ये वाला जो आइटम था ना, ये पर्टिकुलर, ये, तो हम क्या कर सकते थे, व्हाट इज द लेंथ ऑफ, इसका नाम था x, दिस इज 0 1 2 and 3, so we can go for 3, so it will return the length of this, so it contains 7 items. Fine.
ओके सर.
Okay, so this is all about lists and tuples. Then we are going for just a minute, cancel, I'm just saving. This is saved. Then we are going for strings again. So we are having string formation. So string formatting again, हमने अभी सिंपल स्ट्रिंग देखी थी, अब उसमें हम फॉर्मेटिंग लगा रहे हैं. So let's say this is an function, so I just like to print that hello, how are you, and I like to print values. So what we can do is that I'm just using a for storing it into a variable. So this is my string, let's say hello, then I like to use let's say this is any student name, so it will comes dynamically from anyone. जैसे हम बोलते थे ना कि let's say hello integer a, मतलब एक a लेते थे, hello how are you. So हम यहाँ पर अगर कुछ वैल्यूज यूजर से इनपुट में लेनी है और उनको यहाँ पुट करना है, तो हम क्या कर सकते थे, let's say we use a value, we use this percentage sign. So what we are providing is that this value is a tuple. So I am providing a tuple. So this tuple contains 2 items, that is word and hot, and I am passing this tuple into this percentage s string. So यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा है, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है फॉर्मेट देन परसेंटेज. सो यहाँ पे परसेंटेज, अब परसेंटेज के बाद यहाँ जो 2 एस आ रहे हैं, और क्योंकि इसकी साइज भी 2 है, तो यहाँ पे 2 एस हैं, यहाँ पे भी 2 वैल्यूज हैं, तो हर वैल्यू यहाँ पर जाके दिस इज वैल्यूज ऑफ 0 यहाँ प्रिंट हो जाएगा, और वैल्यूज ऑफ 1 जो है इसको रिप्लेस कर देगा. सो व्हाट इट मींस इज दैट दिस परसेंटेज एस parts of the format string, that is called the conversion specifier. So जब हम कोई conversation यूज कर रहे हैं, हमको कहीं से डायनामिकली यूजर से इनपुट लेना है. लेट्स से मैंने बोला हेलो और एक फॉर्मेट बना दिया, तो जैसे ही कोई स्टूडेंट ना मेरे को पिंग करा, तो मैं बोल दूंगा हेलो हरेंद्र और हेलो आदित्य. तो जैसे ही मेरे पास सिस्टम से कहीं एक इनपुट उठ के आ रहा है, तो वहां से वो नाम उठा लेगा और यहाँ प्रिंट कर देगा. तो मान लीजिए कि मैंने कहीं यूजर से ये इनपुट में लिया है और उसको मैं यहाँ पर प्रिंट करवा रहा हूँ. सो दिस इज जस्ट एन सिंपल यूसेज, और वी कैन यूज इट एज एन, लेट्स से हम इसको यूज करके देख लेते हैं. लेट्स से मैं एक स्ट्रिंग बना लेता हूँ. मेरी एक स्ट्रिंग है str1 equals to hello, let's say I'm using percentage s, then so this is hello dear, I'm just using dear. Then let's say I'm using input, sorry, a equals to input, I'm taking something from enter your name, and then str1 using percentage a. So it will take let's say this is Aditya, spelling गलत हो गई, this is Aditya, hello dear Aditya. So it will just replace your values. So when you are having a single value, you can use a single string, and when you are having a number of values, so you can use a tuple over here. So this is a usage of tuple, because this should not be changed, so we'll use tuple over here. So this will automatically iterate. Now if I'm putting percentage 2% sign over here, so it will return error, because we are having a single input available here. So this is Aditya, and it will certainly, yes, it will return a error, because because it contains two percentages while this A contains only single string, so single value. So you have to provide two values over here. So uh, now check the usage of these percentages. This the number of percentages are different. So again, just a bit. आप एक बार लगा दो, मेरा रिट्राई चल रहा है. Fine. Okay. Then, so these are similar to the. So these are similar to the Unix shell syntax. So वहां पर हमने क्या करते थे, who और what यूज कर सकते हैं. आप लोगों ने यूनिक्स पढ़ा है अभी? हेलो,
यस सर.
आप लोगों ने यूनिक्स पढ़ लिया?
नो सर.
ओके, तो
No,
मैं
sir.
यूनिक्स छोड़ो. फाइन. सो द अनदर
स्ट्रिंग फॉर्मेटिंग है.
हाँ हाँ बोलो.
ये तो स्ट्रिंग फॉर्मेटिंग है, तो वो अपन दो स्ट्रिंग को कॉन्केट करते वैसे ही हो गया था एकदम.
नहीं, कॉन्केट कहाँ हो रही है? ये वैल्यूज हाँ कॉन्केट हो रही है, पर यह मैं डायनामिकली वैल्यूज पुट कर रहा हूँ. ये दिस इज एन जस्ट एन कन्वर्सेशन स्पेसिफायर. हम कॉन्केटिनेट तो कर सकते हैं, हमारे पास दो स्टैटिक स्ट्रिंग्स हैं, मेरे को उस स्ट्रिंग के बीच में कुछ ऐड करना है. देखो ना, यहाँ पे मैं बीच में ऐड कर रहा हूँ. कॉन्केटिनेट में क्या होता है कि वर्ड इसके बाद आता है ना, हेलो, इनफ, इनफ फॉर यू, या तो यहाँ मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, यहाँ पे बीच में पुट कर रहा हूँ. दिस इज जस्ट कन्वर्सेशन लाइक थिंग्स.
ओके सर.
अब जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा था ना, एंटर योर नेम आदित्य, और यहाँ पे वो मेरे को प्रिंट करके दे रहा था, दैट इज हेलो आदित्य एंड हाउ आर यू. सो यहाँ पर मेरे पास डायनामिकली वैल्यू चेंज हो जाती, तो यहाँ पर आदित्य की जगह मैं यहाँ हरेंद्र कर देता. सो ये हेलो डियर हरेंद्र. सो दिस इज जस्ट एन डायनामिक थिंग. हेलो डियर यहाँ पे मैं लिख देता, अगेन हाउ आर यू. तो यहाँ स्ट्रिंग कॉन्केटिनेट नहीं हो रही है. तीसरे बच्चे का किसी का नाम बताओ, हमारे पास और कौन सा, माधव था. So hello dear Madhav, how are you? So this is not an concatenation. We are providing some things in between your data. या तो हम क्या कर सकते थे, हम यहाँ पर हम क्या कर सकते थे, वो स्ट्रिंग पे एक एक इंडेक्स लगाते थे और इंडेक्स में हम एक एक वैल्यू काउंट करते. ठीक है ना, कि इस वैल्यू के बाद, या लेट्स से 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 और 14 पोजीशन पे यहाँ पर ये माधव को एंटर करे, है ना, या स्लाइसिंग करते. अब डायनामिकली कुछ भी आ जाता, हम इतने वैल्यू क्यों काउंट करते जाएं. हम स्ट्रिंग्स में क्या कर सकते थे, वहां पे परसेंटेज एस साइन लगा देते हैं, हमारा कन्वर्सेशन स्पेसिफायर वहां पुट कर देते, तो वैल्यूज वहां आ जाती. दिस इज अगेन यूसेज. इफ यू डोंट वांट टू यूज परसेंटेजेस, देन व्हाट यू कैन डू इज जस्ट गो फॉर स्लाइसिंग योर टपल्स और स्लाइसिंग योर लिस्ट, एंड देन यू कैन पुट योर वैल्यूज ओवर देयर. सो दिस इज द यूसेज. हाँ बोलो
सर. वो जो हमने लास्ट पीडीएफ में सर हमने एंड में एक लिखा था कि लिस्ट फिर ब्रैकेट में एक्स, और फिर सर हमने प्रिंट एक्स करवाया था, तो सर उसमें ना नॉर्मल वो टपल के फॉर्म में प्रिंट हुआ था.
हाँ वो टपल,
तो सर
हाँ वो इसलिए होता है क्योंकि टपल्स आर इम्यूटेबल. तो टपल्स कन्वर्ट नहीं होंगे ना, देयर आर द इम्यूटेबल आइटम्स. यू कैन म्यूट टू अनदर वैल्यूज.
यस सर. ओके. हाँ सर.
मैंने पहले डिफाइन करा था, these are the your tuples are immutable while lists are mutable. So you can convert list into tuples, but you can't convert tuples into list because these are the immutable items. You can't mute immutable items into another things.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Okay. Now the simplest one, either what you can do is you can use the format string like a format function over here. So this is again conversation specifier. So let's say this is an first name equals to, so I'll provide my name here, then middle name is Singh, and the third name is, last name is over here. So this curly bracket, this curly braces will be replaced by this first, second, and third string. So this is first string, second string, and third string. So you can by default, if you are not providing the index of this list, this tuple, so what you can do is that you just don't use any index over there. So it will provide, it will use by their sorted order. So in this sorted order, the simplest use is that this first bracket will be replaced by Abhishek, and then single bracket will be replaced by Singh, and third is replaced by Rathod. If you want to use positions over there, so what you can do is that you can index it by, so these are indexed, this is indexed on, this tuple is indexed by 0 1 and 2. So you can use 0 1 2 over here. So first name is Abhishek, then middle name is Singh, and then last name is Rathod. So by default by default cases are 0 1 2 over here, so these are we can use interchangeably over here. Now if you want to change the order, so what you can do is you can put their position over there. So I like to use let's say a last name over there, so last name is in the last last entity of this tuple, so I can call it from there its position or its index. So its position is on 2, so I am calling the second position from there. Then I am using first position, and then I'm using the 0th position. So you can use it by anything. Or the another usage is, let's say check I want to put only a single items single index over there. So let's say I'm copying this, and again I'm not providing last name. Exactly, this is last name. So I'm not providing any indexes over here. So what it will do is that it will take by their order. So no, it doesn't support. So you have to specify their position. So otherwise it will return error. So by default, either it is by default this is 0 0 and null, so it will take a sequence, or otherwise you have to put all the position in all the braces, so it will use format command over there. Now yeah, I'm just like to print to be or not to be. So what we can do is it's to be. So this is 2, so first is 2, so 2 is we can use 3, and then 2b, so we can use 0, then 2b or not to be, so this is or in the second position. So we can iterate it. So this is to be or not to be, so this is we can use it as to be or not to be. So this is just an usage of your format command format function with their positions. Now we are having different functions and different special symbols available over here. So I'm just importing from math. I'm not importing a whole math library over a library. So this math library also contains a py class, so I'm just importing a py class from the math library. So I'm using from math, I can import pi. So I'm importing, like in C++, what you are doing is that include iostream.h, but I don't want the whole iostream.h in my file. So I'm just wanting to use only a single function or a single class in my value. So I'm just from math import pi, so we can use a simple class or single class from your library. So this is in from math and import pi. Now I'm just putting this pi over there. So what we can do is this name. So what is the name? So this is the name. So the value is pi. So we are having two parameters available with the format function. So what is this? This is the value, and second one is the name. So the first usage is that you can provide a tuple over there, or you can use different parameters. So first parameter is the value. What is the value? So this is the value, and then put an positional parameter. So this positional parameter is used by name. So this is by name. So I am replacing this name. So I am defining this name. So this name is used over here. So this is my name. You can use name, or you can use, let's say this is an AD. So this is my AD, and I can replace it by AD, and I'm just running this values. So this pi is approximately 3.5. So this is my parameter. So what is the value of pi? So I am providing the pi. What is the pi? So I have imported this pi over here. So this is pi. So what is the value? So value is formatted by 0.2f. So it contains the value. So what is the value of pi? So the value of pi is 3.14 and something. So it will, what is that? 3.14155.592 and so on. So this is the value of pi. So when I'm using this pi, importing pi, so it will return the value of 3.141. So I am putting the value over here, and this is the positional parameter. This positional parameter is used by name, where while here we are using it by their indexes value. Now I am using it by their names. So this is the name. So AD. So I am replacing this AD. So this is just an printing statement. So this AD is replaced by pi. So pi is the approximately, then I'm using the value. So what is the value? So this value is here. So this value equals to pi. So what is the value of pi? Pi is 3.14. Even if you don't have the value of pi, so what you can do is that you can replace it by, let's say, 6. So I'm just replacing it by 6. So again, so the pi is approximately 6. So the value is 6. So this value, so value is comes here. So this is 6. Then I'm using the formatting over here. So what is the formatting? So this F represents your float values, and this 2.2 represents the value after your precision. That is the value after your decimal values. So this is the value of your decimal values. So it will return. After 2 decimals. Then again I am using that formats only. I am using the value over here. So this is what is the value. So I am not providing any formatting options available with this. So it will return by defaulted value. So what is the value of pi? The value of pi is 3.14592 and so on. So it will return the overall values. Now, so this is the usage of value. Then we are having some format specify here. So if this f means this is an floating point value. Then again, so this is foo bar. So what is foo? So I am defined foo. This foo equals to 3. So this is my positional parameter. Either you can use your index position, or you can use by their name values. So I am defining foo equals to 3. I am defining bar equals to 4. So this is foo. Then I am not using any index position over here. So we are having 2 different usages available here. First usage is that if you are using an index position here, let's say 0, 1, 2. So if you are providing any index position in any bracket, then you have to define give all the index value in every bracket. While you are using by their names, so there is no necessity to provide each and their position in each and every bracket. So let's say check this example. So I am providing foo here, I am providing bar here. By default this is our default values. I am not using any values. So by default this comes first. So it will take the values from this tuple from its first position, and by default it will take the values from the second position, because this foo and bar has already been used. So the remaining items are 1 and 2. The first remaining items appears here, and the second remaining items appears here. So any problem till now?
No, sir.
No,
Okay,
sir.
fine. So 4 o'clock. So बाकी की पाइथन हम नेक्स्ट लैब में पढ़ेंगे, और नेक्स्ट क्लास से हम नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस पढ़ना चालू करेंगे. फाइन, थैंक यू. मीनवाइल अगर
Thank
आपको
you,
कोई प्रॉब्लम हो तो मुझको बोल दें. नहीं है. फाइन, थैंक यू.